Nathan's dead, plays Minecraft. 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 Nathan's dead, plays Minecraft.
Dad, is this really your intro?
Hello everybody and welcome back to Nathan's Dad Plays Minecraft. Going to build a zero loss cobblestone generator today. Start with a double chest in front of a 5x3 platform here. And then we're going to point 4 hoppers into that double chest. Now the person whose tutorial I followed on this is Avomance. And there will be a link in the description down below if you want to see how he did it. I did things a little bit different. I did modify it for the Skyblock server unintentionally, but I had tried for, gosh, probably half an hour to build my own and just was unsuccessful. So I copped out and used a tutorial, which is fine, you know, because hopefully you guys are using my tutorials, so that's what people have them there for. And I always like to give credit when I can't figure something out and I have to defer to somebody else. So as far as I know, it seems like he designed this system himself, but if he didn't and you guys know who the original designer is, just leave me a comment below and I will make sure to correct that. So, and then on the outside here, you are going to want to put cobblestone and on the second row right here. Now that wood block there, that you need to make something that's not easy to mine with a pickaxe, such as wood plank, dirt, something like that, even though I don't think you'll ever get to it. But, you know, just in case you do have that sort of reach. And one modification that I may make in the future is that once you get a second bucket of lava, you are going to be able to make this 5 wide or 5 long, and so instead of putting that double chest in there, you might consider a second or another row of stone there and put the double chest to the side. Now, as you saw diagonally right there, I put an observer facing inwards, so the little red dot is on the back. What that observer is going to detect is that's actually the line of cobblestone we are mining, and so that observer is going to detect when we mine the last piece, and then there's going to be some pistons that will activate that will push the generated cobblestone down out of the way of the where it's generated, out of the way of the lava and the water, so that way we don't have to worry about losing any up to the lava. Now once you get that bottom 3x5 section, or 3x6 if you add the extra row in, too high, you're going to want to extend it out by 1 on all 3 sides. So this will be a 5x6 section right here. You don't have to extend it out on the back. I guess you could if you wanted to, but it serves no real purpose. So you're going, on this 4th row, you're going to want to do that. And then I made a mistake here. These inner blocks you do not want here, so you'll need to place 1 to go around the outside, or well, I guess not. If you start at the back you won't have to, but you're going to want to leave that hollow. And then you're going to want to go around a second time, and then actually a 3rd time as well. On the lava side, you're not going to need to go up 3, you'll just have to go up 2. But on the water side, you will definitely need to go up 3 because you want the water to fall for 2 blocks. Other words, it is not going to flow down, it will actually flow into the lava, potentially making you potentially lose your lava source. So make sure that you make the water side 3 deep. And then on the 4th row up, what you're going to want to do, which you saw me do just a second ago, right straight down the middle, you're going to want to put blocks up on top of, just straight down the middle. You don't need to go to the left or to the right. You want to go straight down the middle, and that's because we're going to make 4 pistons, and in Skyblock you'll only use 3 of these, at least until you get a second lava source, and so you can potentially save the redstone if you don't have that much and do only 3 pistons here, but the fourth one is we're going to add eventually, and potentially even a 5th one. I haven't decided yet. So yeah, but you put the pistons facing straight down. Now the cobblestone is going to be generated directly under those, and so we're going to prime the system here, and then I'm on the lava side now. The lava side only needs to be 1 deep, whereas on the other side, on the water side, you want it to be 3 deep. And the reason you want to prime the system is you do not want to risk losing your lava and turning that into obsidian, because the water flows over. So you want to make sure you are controlling the flow of the water. Okay, so now when that block right there, or when that observer right there detects that you mined the last block of cobblestone, it'll send out a redstone signal into that block right there that we just placed. And then we are going to want to send that redstone signal all the way up to the pistons. So we can just make a diagonal here, and we can send it straight up. So let me build myself a way up here. So yep, we'll go up one more. So let's just pillar up. We can worry about that later. Go up one here. And then at this point, we'll go ahead and put the redstone dust up the ladder here. Now that one on the bottom, we're going to need to use a repeater for, because the signal that comes out of an observer is not powerful enough to power a block and then run a whole line of redstone. And so we're going to have to use a repeater to take that soft powered redstone and make it so it will go all the way up to the top here and power these pistons. So let's see, that's not right. We need to go up one more. So let's put a block there. And I think I built it opposite of the way he built it. So that's why I've got a little bit of indecision here. But, you know, and then if you're in Skyblock, that last piece of redstone you do not want to put in there. And I'll show you why that is here in just a second. So now we're going to get our repeater, and then we will go down to the bottom here and place it. All right. There we go. And we will place that repeater again, taking this redstone signal out of the observer, the block that the observer sends it into, and putting it into the redstone line that goes all the way up. So yeah, so this is it, and it should be working now once we get the water and the lava in there. And let me make myself a way up here. So now the mobs are not going to spawn on the blocks with the redstone on them, but I am going to have to light up the blocks that I used to get up to the top there. So let me go, and I'm going to put some upside down stairs here just so I mine the right block. I mean, really it should be simple, just the one above the hoppers, but if you mine the one above, you can mess things up, and so just put those there just for fun. And then let's go get some lava and some water, and we will put that in place. Okay, so now we have our water bucket, and as I was watching this video, I'm not 100% sure if pistons can be waterlogged. That may be the trouble I have with the water here in just a second. So probably not advisable to waterlog the pistons in this setup. So probably want to make sure you point your water bucket at the solid block instead of the piston. So just a potential tip there. I did not have any issues with it, so it might be alright, but just wanted to make you guys aware that that may not be the best thing to do. And as you can see right here, I am not able to pick up a water source there. So the two water right next to each other did not create a water source there. And so I'm thinking it's because I waterlogged the piston, looking back at it, because that should have created a water source. So I guess we're going back and getting more water. And then that right there, the way I placed that water source is the way I should have placed the other ones, again towards either the side or the back cobblestone. Either way would be fine, but again, I think waterlogging those pistons is what gave me the trouble there. So last water bucket here, we'll go ahead and put it in place, and then we'll get the lava out of the cobblestone generator and move it to the new one. And as you'll be able to see how that water's flowing when I waterlog that last piston there. The water turns all still, and so that's how you know you've got 4 water sources. And you really need, well, I don't know if you need water sources or not, but I wanted water sources there. I'm not sure if it would have worked just as well with 2 water sources there, but I did want to go ahead and get all water sources there, and then we'll get our only lava source. And oops, probably want to light that up. I must have trampled that earlier. But yeah, so we'll want to get our lava source, and we will put it in on the other side. Now where you place it is very, very important in Skyblock, just because you've only got the one lava source. If you follow his tutorial, he's got 2 lava sources, and he puts them both in the middle. Where you're going to want to put yours is right there. You do not want to put it up forward one more, and I'll show you why in just a little bit. I did not realize that you needed 2 lava sources until a little bit later on, but yeah, I'll explain that in a bit. Now where you're going to want to stand when you do use this is you're going to stand right in front of this double chest right here, and you just mine straight back 1, 2, 3, 4, and it will push the above row of cobblestone down, and then it'll make a new one on the top. So I did want to double check and make sure that worked before I went ahead and went on. And as you can see, the very last water source did not make a piece of cobblestone, and so the water just kind of flows there, and that's it. So it must have to be like 1 away from a piece of lava or something like that. And so and then you're just going to leave that front one empty. So take that piece of redstone off right there, because you do not want that pushing down, because other words you're going to end up with stuff flowing at you, and I'm not sure if it'll be water or lava. It'll probably be lava, and then it'll flow at you, and then yeah, that's going to be a headache. So 4, and then the last 3 push down, and so we've got ourselves a working cobblestone generator. So this is how I adapted it. Again, if you want the original tutorial, the link is in the description below. And so now I'm going to build a little box around it, and this is not like the modified box like we made in the last version. This is just an actual box. And so I'm going to speed this up and show you how I made the covering around it, and why you don't want to use wood in a world where fire tick is on. Well, that was exciting. So at this point, I was thinking, something, maybe if I put stone over the lava, maybe it's because it had direct contact with the lava, and that was the issue. Because to be honest, I'm not really familiar with the way lava works, just because in most worlds, I think this is the first world I've ever played where fire tick has been turned on, and I left it on because you need to be able to light that portal. And even though you got gravel in this world, not everybody's playing this version of Skyblock, and so I wanted to leave it on. Just A, because I'd never done it before, because you learn things like, hey, you can't build out of wood, but B, because it was something different for me. It was a new challenge, and so I thought that would be cool. So I covered it with cobblestone, and then went on ahead to continue to build the roof out of wood. And we're going this way. And it came to a peak in the top here, so going to use the little half slab trick I showed you in the modified box over there. And then, yeah, I think I am free and clear right here. Put these bottom ones on. Whoops. And then let's build this one across here. And built the whole rest of the roof without an issue. So, go around cleaning everything up here, and then, of course, it catches on fire again, because having a piece of stone above it apparently has zero effect on how that works. And so, I would use the roof is on fire here, but I do not have the rights to that, so I'm going to use some different music that I have the rights to go ahead and finish this off and change it to stone. And something, I do have two types of stone, so I am going to use two different types of stone to accent this roof. So let's listen to some more music while I replace all the stone and get this thing finished up. So I don't think that turned out half bad. So in the end here, I'm just going to put some fake windows in with the smooth stone right there. So that way it breaks up the appearance a little bit. Again, I am working on learning how to build, guys. I really, truly am. So, you know, any encouragement you can give me, it would be amazing, because yeah, I don't worry. I know I suck at it, but you know, I'm trying here, and yeah, this was a box here, but you know, I'm trying to decorate it a little bit. A box just seemed appropriate for a cobblestone generator. So, but yeah, this has been Nathan's Dad Plays Minecraft, and I appreciate you guys watching. Now, doing something with the music here was my first time for that, so let me know how you liked it down in the comments. And as I look at the finished product, I'm probably going to put some wood around the bottom there just to kind of accent that a little bit more. But, you know, I don't think it turned out too bad. So at least the roof is not on fire this time, and so that is very exciting for me. So I think that'll be fun. But that's where we're going to call it today, and I appreciate you watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we will see you next time. Thanks for coming. Bye-bye.